Hi, I'm Jacqueline, and I am here to lead your prenatal yoga practice this morning. I'm with Happy Baby Yoga, sponsored by Windward Maternal Wellness. All right, so we're going to start here in a standing position, right, with our hands on baby, one hand on heart and one hand on baby. All right, and take some big belly breaths in here. And exhale, release them out. So a lot of times if we make even a little bit of noise and let there be a sigh, we'll release the tension in the body. Breath in and exhale, releasing the tension. On the next exhale, we'll close the eyes down. All right, and breathing into the backside body. Moving our mind inward, making that connection with mama and baby, knowing that each breath we take is a breath for baby and mama. Drawing your hands to heart center. We'll take a cleansing breath here together. Breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then slowly open the eyes. All right, inhale, reaching up to mountain. So pressing into the four corners of the feet, reaching up, gazing up. Grabbing the left wrist, we'll reach over to the right, opening the left side body for half moon. And then inhale up, reaching opposite direction. So grabbing the wrist. See it, feel the rib cage expand. And then inhale up. And then from here, folding forward into a forward fold. Having the blocks handy. And then rising up, arms circle around, hands up, and then to heart center and down along the sides. We'll do that a few more times. Inhaling, reach. Exhaling, folding, leading with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up, reach up, hands to heart center, and a down along the side. Moving with breath. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, folding deep. Reaching up. And then hands come to heart center. Right from here, moving the blocks to the side. We'll move into goddess pose. So bringing the feet out wide. Coming in with the hands at heart center. We'll inhale, lifting up, reaching up, and then exhale, moving to that goddess pose. Inhaling, reach, crossing at the wrists, exhale, lower. Inhale, reach, and then exhale, lower. Moving to star here. So the next, coming out of the goddess, moving to 5-pointed star. And then hands come to hip, bringing the right feet towards the top of the mat and the right foot, and then coming into warrior two, floating the arms here. Breathing. And from warrior two, moving to triangle pose, straightening the front leg, reaching forward with the right hand, and then pivoting down towards a block or the shin. From here, we'll transition into pyramid. So reaching for the blocks, bringing them up forward. We're going to shift the hips forward to the top of the mat, step the back foot halfway in, bringing the hands to hip and then hinging forward towards the blocks. So releasing the low back and then water falling, letting the crown of the head work down towards the ground. And from here, lift the heart. We're going to extend the back leg and then coming forward into the runner's lunge, dropping the back leg. So dropping the back knee, coming up with the heart, opening the hip flexor and the right hip. So the left hip flexor, the right hip. Okay, we'll bring the block around, moving to tiger squat. So coming forward. Left toes are pointing up towards the sky. And then bringing the blocks middle and moving to Malasana. Right, if you want to come into a supported squat here, move through 3 Kegels, right, taking a breath in, and then exhaling, engaging pelvic floor. Sometimes it's nice to close the eyes down here. On the next inhale, draw low belly in, part of the body that supports baby. On the exhale, tuck in low rib. Inhale, release and soften. Take a breath in, exhaling, engaging pelvic floor. We're going to do 2 more Kegels. Breath in here, breath out. And then inhale, release, and soften. Last one here, exhaling, moving into that Kegel, engaging those muscles. And again, on the inhale, we're going to tuck low belly, exhale, tuck low ribs, and then inhale, release. Right, coming up off the blocks, moving the blocks to the side, move back into the tiger squat on the left side. Grab both blocks, right? So we're going to come into that tiger squat here. So stretching into the inner thigh muscles. And then we're going to rotate around, moving to the runner's lunge. So come up with a high knee first and then lower both hips at the same time as you drop the right knee, coming forward with the heart. And then from here, moving to pyramid pose, so curling the back toes under, lifting the knee, stepping halfway in, coming to tall sides of your blocks. Let's come to upright position, put the hands on the hips, hinging at the hips, coming forward, releasing the low back, and then dropping the chin and the crown of the head. From here, drawing the hands up to the hips, extending the back foot out, lengthening through the front leg, reaching forward and moving to triangle pose. And then from here, coming up through Warrior Two. From Warrior Two, moving to Star Pose, taking up space, and then moving to our Goddess. So bringing the hands to heart center, and we'll reach up, straight lengthening through the legs, and sinking down and reaching up, and sinking down. few more repetitions here. Moving with breath, inhaling as you straighten and exhaling as you sink. Last one. Hands to heart center. And then toe heel your feet a little closer together. Moving into some hip circles. And then grabbing the blocks, bringing them forward. Coming back to that standing position. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, heart lifts. Folding deep. Reaching high. Gaze follows, and then hands to heart center and down along the sides. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, halfway. Folding deep to reach high. Hands to heart center. Last one. Breathing in and breathing out. Again, lifting the heart. Folding deep, reaching high, hands to heart center, and then hands along the side. Stepping to the top of the mat, move into warrior one. So pressing into the right foot, stepping the left foot back, spinning the back foot flat, and then finding your expression. So strength in the base and ease in the expression. Drawing the elbows out to the side, opening the chest. We'll hinge forward, drawing the elbows together on the exhale, and then inhaling, lift, and exhale forward. Inhale, lift. Another repetition here. And then lifting and reaching. And then hands come to heart center. So you step forward and then pressing into the left foot as you extend the right foot back. Coming to warrior one. Shoulders are forward. And then cactusing the arms. Drawing the elbows together as you hinge forward. And then coming back. Exhaling down and inhaling back. We'll do 1 more repetition here. Opening the heart, reaching up, hands to hips, and then stepping forward. All right, from here, move back into the warrior one. So stepping back into the warrior two. So coming open with the arms. We're going to move to a side angle pose. So bringing a block down on the inside of the right foot. We'll take a breath in and then exhale, pivot forward, and then coming down to the block, stacking hands and shoulders. And we'll inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, bringing the hands to hips, stepping the left foot up to meet the right. And then moving to the opposite side. So pressing into the left foot, stepping back with the right. Moving into warrior two. And then from here, moving into side angle pose. So taking a breath in, exhale, reaching forward, and then pivoting down towards the block, stacking hands and shoulders. And then bending into that front knee, coming up through, hands on hips, stepping forward, right foot meeting the left. Okay, coming to the back of your mat, reaching up into mountain pose, and then folding forward, walking your hands out and coming into a tabletop position. From here, moving to tabletop balance. So reaching forward with the right hand and reaching back with the left foot, making that connection with the toes and the mat, and then flexing into the foot and lifting the heel. You can also keep the toe down for support. And then exhale, drawing the hand and knee back together, moving into side gate. So bringing your left foot out to the side of the mat, your left elbow resting on the left thigh and reaching up and over with the right hand. And then draw both hands down and the knee down, moving back into the balance on the left side. So left hand is extended, right foot back, flexing into the heel, lifting the heel, engaging the glute, drawing baby in. And then from here, moving to side gate, so bringing the hand and knee down, bringing the right foot to the ground off of the mat, right elbow to right thigh, reaching up and over with the left arm. And then release, bringing both hands down, knee down, and then curl the toes under, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. You can pedal into the feet and the calves here. Walking the hands back towards the feet, moving to a ragdoll pose, grabbing opposite elbows, framing the head, rocking side to side. And then interlacing the hands behind the back, possibly lifting the hands, drawing the shoulders away from the head. And then releasing the hands down to the mat, hands on knees, tucking the chin as you roll up to an upright position. All right, from here, moving to some balance poses. All right, I'm going to grab a chair. All right, these poses can be done at the wall or they can be done with the assist of a chair. All right, the first one is going to be tree pose. So we're pressing into the left foot, lifting the right knee up for balance, and then opening the hip and placing the foot gently. And here you can use the assist of a wall or a chair, and then reach up for a soft expression. Now if you're comfortable with this pose, you can reach up with both hands, having the wall or the chair handy. Or you can use the chair assist throughout the pose. Looking from the backs of your eyes. And then release that foot down, moving to the opposite side. Okay, so pressing into the left foot this time, bringing the right knee up for balance, or let's see, other side. This could be on this side. Okay, so pressing into the right foot, bringing the left foot up, opening the hip, and then finding the expression. loosen out pillows, bringing the knee forward, extending the leg, and then rolling out the ankles. Okay, the other pose that we'll do, if you have a wall, you can use a wall or you can use a chair. It's called an L-shaped pose, right? And it's good for releasing the low back. It's also good. You can, if you wanted to take this wide-legged, you could do that if you're experiencing any sciatica discomfort. So we'll come into the chair, stepping back, having the legs or the arms long, bringing your head in between your biceps here. And then bending into the knees and then lengthening the legs. We'll just do that a few times. And then release. All right, let's bring the chair forward and we will move it into a figure four. So this is a hip opener. This is an option that you can take if you like that better than pigeon pose. So you can take a half pigeon at this point, or you can move into this figure four. So sitting on the chair, planting the left foot, bringing the right ankle over the left knee. So sitting up tall here. And then from here there are options. So you can come forward. So we're working into the glute muscles. And you can come forward. This also helps relieve some of the sciatic discomfort that we experience during pregnancy. So coming forward with an open chest. Find a little pressure. This is also a good time to give your feet a little bit of love. You can do a little foot massage, or you can separate the toes with your fingers, or both. Alright, and then release that foot down, moving to the opposite side. So pressing into the left foot, bringing the right ankle, or the right foot, bringing the left ankle over. And then you're ready, hinging forward. It's very important here to never practice with pain, right? So if you're experiencing any pain, then you ease out. You only practice with sensation.
Not sure I understand.
A little smile for baby here. All right, and we'll release that. All right, and then coming to an inversion of sorts. We're going to bring our legs up. So just situating your bolster or pillow in front of the chair. We'll do that sexy slide. So the sexy slide is protecting the abdominals during pregnancy. So we're just using our arms to bring ourselves down to the side body and then lifting our hips. So you might have to work with your shoulders here, but coming to the bolster and letting your feet rest across the chair. This is a good time to bring hands to baby again to make that connection with your little one. releasing. And coming down to the side body. Just taking a few moments in transition. And then pressing into your right hand, coming upright. Moving the chair side. We're moving to Shavasana here. And so you want to take your blocks and have one on the tall setting and one on the short setting, and then bring your bolster to the blocks. And then bringing your blanket next to your bolster. And then we'll come to bringing your sits bones to the edge of the bolster here, and then lying back and opening the chest. Now here there are options with your legs. You can keep your legs bent such as this, or you can move into another hip opener by bringing the pads of your feet together and letting the legs drop open. As you settle into your breath, your body, I'm going to do an exercise here for relaxation, and this is something that you can take into your labor, and that is creating some tension to release and soften. So if your legs are wide, bring your legs up and your feet under your ankles, and we'll just be in a more, and if you want to extend the legs across the mat, you can do that as well. So you're in a more relaxed position, letting your feet fall off to the side. And we'll start with the feet. We're going to create some tension in the feet. So flexing the feet, curling the toes on the inhale, and then exhaling, releasing and softening. Moving to the shins and the calves and the thighs will create some tension there. So holding the muscles tight, and then on the exhale, release and soften. Moving to the hips and the sits bones, engaging the glutes and pelvic floor. Inhale, and then exhale, release and soften. Finding a little bit of tension in the back and the chest. On the inhale and then exhale. Again, finding that softening effect. And then taking your hands and making fists, bringing your thumb in the middle and squeezing your thumb, squeezing the arms and wrists and biceps in towards the bolster. Take a breath in. And exhale, release. Moving to the base of the throat and the jaw and the brow. Curling the brow, clenching the teeth, finding tightness in the neck. Take a breath in. And release and soften. And let everything go. From here, find some movement to your fingers and toes. Reach up and overhead for one last full body stretch. And then bring your knees in towards your belly, rolling over onto your left side body. Coming off the bolster, using your arm as a pillow and taking a few breaths in transition. Pressing into the right hand and coming to a cross-legged seated position. We'll take one last breath together, bringing the hands to heart center, cleansing breath in through the mouth and out through, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breath in and out. Bringing your hands up to your forehead, maybe celebrating all the many women who have gone before in motherhood and birth, bowing forward. Namaste.